What is going on, gang? Today we are going to go over what I bring along with me every day to stay as productive as possible so that I can work wherever and whenever I need to. Everything is going to be stored inside this backpack, of course, so let's get right into it. The first and most expensive thing in this backpack is 100% the Apple M1 Macbook Pro. This is the 2021 version. This has 16 gigabytes of RAM, 500 SSD. It runs perfectly for everything that I need to, whether it be photo editing, video editing, even just schoolwork. I honestly cannot live without this thing. It's been one of my most favorite purchases that I've ever made in my entire life. I am super impressed with the performance of this Mac. Even when video editing, Premiere has never crashed on me. It has never slowed down. All of my playback is perfect, even on 100% quality. Rendering times are way faster than anything I've ever experienced before with my old Windows laptops. And the AirDrop feature from this to my iPhone makes it really easy for me to post any content to TikTok and Instagram. The second item, or bundle of items, is my camera setup that I'm using to record this video. The body is a Canon M50, so it is lightweight, portable, super easy for on-the-go footage and vlogging. However, what really makes quality is the lens. The lens is a prime Sigma 30mm f1.4. It gives me this really good quality, this really creamy background whenever I'm recording anything. Makes for great video content. I personally got this lens for $100 cheaper than what I should have paid for it because someone on Facebook Marketplace bought the wrong lens for the wrong camera. So he sold it to me for $100 less, completely brand new, never been touched, never been used, and I could not be happier. And as for accessories, we do have the Rode Wireless Go 2. This is the wireless microphone so that I can be anywhere in this room, any distance from this camera, and you will still get the same crispy audio as you would just standing right in front of it. Next will be my iPhone. This is the iPhone 12, and honestly, everyone needs a phone these days. It's just that day and age of technology. I do not upgrade to the latest iPhone every year because I don't think that's a really good investment. The iPhone 12 works fine for all of my social media needs and all of my communication needs. So really, I don't see a point in upgrading every single year, but I do upgrade every few years just to keep up with performance and everything. The battery life on this phone has depleted quite a bit over the year or two that I've had it, but overall, pretty solid still. I just need to charge it a little more often. Next on the list, I do own a pair of Airpod Pros. This is the first generation, and because I like to work in public areas, out of respect for the people around me when I'm editing or watching any YouTube or any videos, listening to music, I do always just put headphones in, just courtesy. These are also really helpful when editing so that I can turn my volume up and make sure that I'm getting all the audio details that I need in my videos and I'm not missing anything. Plus, everyone owns a pair of these days. I feel like if you're gonna edit, you should probably edit on the device that people are actually listening to your videos on. So these are a great investment. Couldn't go anywhere without them. However, if my AirPods do ever die, I do have a backup set of Beats Solo Pros. These were not bought by me. These were a gift from a friend because I helped him pass his English class. So although I do not recommend buying 2 pairs of wireless audio devices, it is nice to have in case one of them does eventually die. Now, in terms of major items, that's about it. That's all I really carry for major production. I see a lot of other people carry iPads, iPad minis, and other tablets, other devices, drones, other lenses, and separate camera rigs. But honestly, I don't believe that you need that much more to create anything. I've seen many people do a lot more with a lot less than what I have. And I've also seen the opposite, where people do a lot less with a lot more gear. It really is just finding your balance, and I believe for myself, personally, I don't need that much more to create really good, high quality content. Moving on to smaller accessories, first I do have a Joby hand tripod mount thing. It's a little Joby tripod for the phone, but it works great for my mirrorless camera because it is lightweight. So even when I'm shooting vertical content, it doesn't fall over unless the ground is a little tilted, then we run into some issues. But for most of the time, everything works great. I also have a pack of Caffeine Mints. So this is a little interesting. It's not something that most people have in their backpack, but I found these on Amazon, and apparently each mint is about half the amount of caffeine as a standard coffee. So whenever I'm feeling tired, I need a little bit of push in my day, I just take one of these. It's just an available source of caffeine. It's so I can keep being productive without any slowdown, any waste of time, just keep it pushing. Now I also have my Mac charger in here as well. Obviously, I don't want my workstation to die after a 5-hour edit, and I forgot to save after hour 2, and now all my work is gone. Just always got to keep the chargers on me. I also usually carry a phone charger, but that stays in my car. Now on the side of this backpack, we do have a Vos water bottle. Now I do carry this for one very specific reason. That is because I lose water bottles so often. With the way that I like to work between school, all of my classrooms, the public study areas that I work in, such as this one, and all the stations at the gym, I'm just bound to lose water bottles. So I'd rather buy a $4 water bottle that I can keep on me for a couple of months and then eventually lose it or destroy it than a $30 water bottle that is metal, and I would actually lose money when losing the water bottle. Ever since trying this out, this has been the one that's been with me the longest, and I swear it's only been like 3 months or something. I'm actually horrible with this. And last but not least, the actual bag itself. This is a bag that I found at Target one day when I was walking around. It was under $50, and it is really just a standard backpack. It has a laptop sleeve in here for obvious reasons to hold your laptop, and a front compartment, 2 side compartments just for water bottles, and not much else. It does have some sort of padding right on your back, but it doesn't really give you that much support. So the issue I have with this backpack is that putting my camera in here is a little sketchy. I am sometimes concerned with the lack of support and protection that my camera has when it's in here, but as long as I don't just throw my bag around, I think it honestly holds up fine. It is not necessary to have a full out camera bag because those things cost a fortune. As long as you take proper care and proper precautions of your gear, you really don't need an expensive backpack. And that about wraps it up. There's really not that much that I carry with me on a day-to-day basis, and you really don't need that much gear to make great content. What you need is your mind, something to record with. It could be your phone. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of things with a phone, and something to edit with. And again, that can just be your phone. I believe that my setup is actually on the more expensive side for someone who's a small creator like me. The only reason that I have this much stuff already is because I do private client work for small businesses. So I have the gear already readily available to me, and that is why I'm using it for videos like this. You don't need this type of gear, this type of expensive items in order to create. Just create with what you have. I promise you, you'll love it in the end. So I hope this was informational to you, or entertaining, or hopefully both. If it was, please do consider subscribing. It's free. And as always, I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.